listening to the Cosmic Celebrity Podcast, where spiritually gifted persons receive information and tips on awakening their consciousness to develop and integrate their abilities in their daily life through spiritual growth. Here's your host, Athena Lucine.
I harmonize in order to survive, modeling instinct. I seal the store of life force with a galactic tone of integrity. I am guided by the power of universal water. Welcome to the Cosmic Celebrity Podcast here at athenalucine.com. On this episode, we'll be talking about, at such a time as this, why are your spiritual gifts so needed, as well as your love and light essence, right? So you really illuminating your light, you really expanding your heart energy, and also exactly how do you shift your energy, and how do you work with your energy to really dissolve any dense emotions. You'll also receive intuitive energy downloads and energy healing that will realign you, right, and inspire you to the remembrance and the conscious awakening and evolution that really you came here for, to experience the remembrance of, and to do really powerful things, and to really live in a very balanced and integrated and healthy way as you develop your gifts, as you nurture your gifts, as you awaken to more understanding about how the synchronicities are really unfolding in your life, as you really blissfully and joyfully experience your own humanity and share it with others, as you develop your gifts more and nurture your gifts more, and become more aware of your oneness with the collective consciousness and the source energy creator of all life. So many times, you hear me say cosmic celebrity. The more you embrace that, the more you are being your cosmic celebrity, being really powerfully aligned with your higher self, and really honoring your soul journey, really celebrating it and accepting it and loving it, and really allowing yourself to be nourished by your spiritual connection, to be nourished, guided, to be assisted in your life by your spiritual connection and your intuitive abilities. And taking the next step now is to really more fully embrace your life for the best version of it that it may be. And despite everything going on with the COVID-19 pandemic, it's sometimes difficult at first to perceive these types of situations from a very positive state of mind, right? The truth of it is we have manifestations on the planet with a lot of deaths and a lot of persons who are hospitalized due to the virus. But I really want to challenge you right now to really raise your vibrations, and you might say, Athena, well, what is raising your vibrations? We hear so many spiritual persons talk about raising your vibrations and raising your frequency and all of this jazz. And if you're thinking, well, what exactly is that, right? So for such a time as now, such a time as this, it's very important for you to understand that your spiritual giftedness is needed. The planet really needs you to just get over the fear of actually being yourself and accepting who you are and loving yourself, and really being that illumination, that beacon of light that the planet really needs right now. And I say it so many times that you don't have to come public and announce it to the whole wide world that you're spiritually gifted and that you're an empath and you're a mystic, or your soul journey, or whatever other types of spiritually giftedness you possess, right? Clairaudience, clairvoyant, whatever it is. The bottom line is, are you willing to have the courage to do what it is you came to this planet to do? It's interesting because so many times as spiritually gifted persons, especially if you're at the level where you are aware of your spiritual giftedness, and you are beyond this phase where you're questioning, are you spiritually gifted or not? And you're becoming more fine-tuned and more intimately connected with your awareness to know that you're very much gifted and that you radiate your light. You already know what all of that is. You know how to use your energy in a productive and positive way, how to protect your energy and so forth. That's great. But this podcast is more for persons who are new to their awakening. And I say new to their awakening because right now it's wonderful that there are spiritually gifted persons out there who know exactly how to use their abilities in integrity and use their abilities in a very powerful and aligned way. However, this podcast in many ways is dedicated more to the persons, the spiritually gifted persons who are questioning, who are wondering if they're spiritually gifted and what to do about it and how to really illuminate their light. What is illuminating your light? What is, protecting your energy? How do you get into that mental alchemy of doing things mentally to transmute negative and dense energy such as fear and anxiety that so much of the world is experiencing right now? And I am full of compassion specifically for the empaths who are just taking on so much energy right now, extra energy of fear and worry that's being projected to them from the collective consciousness, whether it's the social media, watching things on the news. Our bodies are really going through it right now. And so if you're newly awakened now to your spiritual giftedness, if you're asking the question, are you spiritually gifted? Well, for such a time as now, you are needed to really nurture those abilities and really just get over it and accept that you are. And really embrace that for the fullness of all that it's waiting to be in your life, and stop fearing it and stop judging it and making it wrong. Really connect, even if it's privately, in the privacy of your own home, your room, when you wake up in your bed, just send a little light. Mentally vision a ball of white light at the top of your head and visualize that light just going through to your head and just flushing, going through all your body parts, your brain, flowing down through your neck, your chest, your legs, your feet, your arms, kind of like liquid white light, the highest, purest consciousness of love and white light, and let it flow throughout your body and then expand it to the planet, expand it to your community, expand it to your household, expand it to your loved ones. Let that white light just continue to flow through your body, liquid white light. Just let it continue to flow. As it flows, let it just really connect to the center of the planet. And believe it or not, the planet has a consciousness. So you're connecting with this consciousness of the planet, as above, so below. And this is the white light that you will continue to radiate, right? Expand it. This is all in your mind, in your mind's eye. You're just expanding that white light bigger than your home, bigger than the town that you live in, bigger than the state, bigger than the country, bigger than the planet. And just give the planet some love. Flow this higher conscious white light loving energy throughout your body. Really protect yourself, your energy throughout these times so that you are not experiencing like that lower dense emotions, right? So that you are able to see things optimally. This is a beautiful time for spiritually gifted persons to be alive and awaken in their abilities. For such a time as this, the world is more so willing to embrace spiritually gifted persons and their visions and their revelations and their divine downloads, right? Such a time as this, spiritually gifted persons get to really nurture and anchor in their abilities and really be that blessing to themselves and to the planet, to others, to the world, like really contribute globally just by sharing their energy, just by being able to perceive a higher perception of things, right? Your mind is like much open so that you can perceive higher consciousness, right? So that you can see the goodness in the world, so that you can see, sense, and know that, yes, things have occurred right now that we don't want to occur. However, despite all of that, all is well. All is well. Be very conscious of what you're thinking. Be very conscious of the words that you're speaking, and really look for opportunities in every situation, even in quote unquote bad situations such as the fatalities and persons who are being hospitalized and who are sick due to the COVID-19 virus and pandemic. So just be very spiritually gifted. Just take this time just to reflect with yourselves. Be alone. Just be okay with you being alone and being in your own energy and really accepting like who you are, your abilities, and really tap into it. This is not the time to be scared and to lack courage. You must have courage. You must have courage to at least be willing to illuminate your light, the courage to at least see a more positive horizon in the future, the courage to have hope, the courage to have much optimism and upliftment, be willing to be uplifted despite times such as this. So really start nurturing yourself, researching, reading, increasing that knowledge so that you can know who you are and so that you can stand powerfully in your purpose, stand powerfully in your divine truth, and to be guided intuitively and divinely in times such as this, right? This is a time you must be connected very spiritually. And I keep saying this because our spirituality is our savior, that spiritual connection. It always has been and it always will be. So please, please, please take time for you, nourish you, connect with you, love you, embrace your gifts, expand your light, radiate your light throughout the day. Send positive, loving thoughts to the planet. Send positive, loving thoughts to other persons, to your family, to yourselves, to, persons who may be strangers to you, but they may need a little extra love and light. You cannot underestimate how powerful it is to simply mentally send a flow, a charge of loving white light energy to someone who may be depressed or who is in fear, who don't know how to generate their own light and to really illuminate that light. And welcome to discovering for yourself exactly how to do that and how you can better manipulate and transmute negative energy into positive upliftment. You can think your way to a higher thought. You can enchant your reality so that no matter what happens, you're always safe. You have abundance of everything that you need, that you are always benefiting from every situation, that everything just works out for you. Everything falls into place for you, right? But you have got to use this time now to be very clear and be very spiritually connected so that you can understand and so that you can maintain your peace of mind and tranquility and so that you can encourage and inspire others to that peace of mind and tranquility right now instead of the fear. So take heart and do not be afraid. Have courage. Know that everything is working out, even if you can't see it in your physical eyes yet. Be uplifting. Be open to your creativity, the creative ideas that will flow to you, that will continue to inspire you and actually help you to benefit from this situation. Use all the things, all the paradigms support you. So if the federal government is lowering interest rates, start thinking higher. Maybe you can refinance your house and get a lower interest rate. Maybe you can reach out to the credit card companies and negotiate with them a lower interest rate, or to put a hold on your payments. And that money that you would be paying towards debt and car payments and so forth, higher mortgages from higher interest rate, maybe now you can use that money and maybe start a business or do something else that's beneficial to you, like another helpful investment. So really the solutions is always, there, and it's just for you to receive it, but you cannot receive it if you are number one, in fear and allowing somebody else's energy who is not as awakened or as conscious to what is happening to decide or dominate what your energy is and what your perception of the situation will be. Because no matter what's happening, you must be adamant and stand in your conviction that all is well. It's divine law. That's the way it goes. Even if you can't physically see it in your eyes yet, continue to focus on all being well. And as time goes by, as the days go by, you will start seeing how times are going well, how things are working out and flowing to a better story, right? It does not have to get worse before it gets better. The COVID-19 pandemic does not have to get worse before it gets better. But that depends on us as a collective. And I'm reaching out to you and explaining and encouraging you to be positive in these times and do not allow yourself to be taken over by fear through the negative thinking about things getting worse before it gets better, or things getting worse and never getting better. This is a time more than ever that you have to keep your mind mentally strong and really start doing that inner work magic. Start radiating your light and do this regularly and spend time with yourself so that you're realizing more and more all the ways that the expressions of your positive enchantments, right? Your conscious language, your metaphysics of language is shaping more and more your reality so that you are contributing in a positive way to the collective that is creating a shift from the momentum of fear, but a shift to the all is wellness that you're wanting to perceive. So nurture your abilities, start researching, nurture your abilities, meditate, start spending alone time with yourself so that you can perceive that higher reality and that safety sooner than later. I promise you, if you keep your mind focused on positivity and inspiration and uplifting things, and please, 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 in these times, do not watch these doom and gloom movies because you're feeding your mind that and you are flowing your energy to more of the creation of that with the other persons in the collective consciousness who are unawarely feeding their minds with these types of negative suggestions to the mind that's actually co-creating those types of manifestations of doom and gloom. So that's it for now. It's my absolute joy to inspire you and to reach out and give you like this little message. It's really like a little big message so that you can stay uplifted in these times, so that you can be inspired and absolutely know your joy, your inner joy, and still be able to create some happiness and peace of mind and be in the energy of gratitude and just awaken more to your spirituality and spiritual giftedness and really protect your energy and illuminate your light and stand in courage in these times right now. I'm Athena Lucine, and I came to this Earth planetary construct as a galactic beacon of love and light consciousness, here to support you on your spiritual growth back to the universal collective oneness. Please share this podcast in the spirit of love so that you can feel some inspiration, so that others can be inspired, and so that others can awaken to their nurturance and their sixth sensibilities at such a time as this, so that they can empower their own lives and empower the lives of others around them. I look forward to receiving your comments and responding to them. And again, it's my absolute pleasure and joy to support you. That's it for now. Abundant blessings and blissful moments.